Gomba, we need a space, a day or two, between the bottom of the statue and when you after you put the prayers in. We need a space to do that. Before, you use Coke cans.
Okay.
Coke.
Ah, yes.
You just go to the gutter place. They sell copper in rolls 100 feet long, this wide. You just say, give me 8 feet. The gutters are where the rain comes in, not Home Depot. You have to copper gutters. Gutters. Then you just go buy 10 feet of copper, $3 a foot, $30, okay? Maybe $4 a foot. And that's enough. 10 feet is enough for 10 statues. I'm just, because I'm not going to be here. You follow me? But more time needs to be between the blessing and the prayers. I need time to put the bottom on in the future, okay? I'm a little jammed right now. Finish, I won't say anymore, sorry. I've just beaten you 100 times, I'm sorry. That, we can glue those in. Perfect. Okay? Come on. Maybe we'll use these after all. So before, when we did the big statues, before Geshe Kumso, we had a square like this. Statue went here, this was padded on both sides, 4 sides, upside down, then you can work with it. This is no good, I think, okay?
The design is different, yeah.
No, we don't have a place to work in. A scaffold for the statue. See, here it is, like this. And we have one here. And then we put the statue here, okay? Okay, upside down. Then we can get in there. I can work with the floor, all that, okay? I've seen this in the past. So I think it's better than doing this, okay? You follow me? Because stuff's going to fall down as you're putting it in. So I almost bought 2 befores this morning. But everybody said, nah, we don't need that. Okay, but I did suggest that we build a scaffold for the statue, set it upside down so we could pack it. So that's something else to think about in the future. Okay, I'll stop.
Okay.
How
should you come down?
Yeah, sorry, my mistake. This is for somebody else. Sorry.
I just said it.
Sorry.
I thought it's coming automatically.
I thought I was 10 o'clock. Sorry, I didn't think about that, okay. I was wondering, I thought, these for Gen Docs, why are they here, okay?
I got it. You wanted to.
Is the sound on the whole time?
Yes.
Oh my God. Those are the ones you do about, okay? All right.
도마 다 드링데 아니 사가다에 아니 뒤진 캬바르제 텔레야 아니 대유 저도 된자 참을로야 아니 간데 샤스 다사 아니 지기 저를 원에 통 안다 니 탐에 아니 저배 참지 되시들 유스.
Today, the Buddha Vesak month, the full moon day, and the day 15, we would like to say touch the leg and good morning on behalf of Gandeshaze tour to all the Dhamma friends who are in this live streaming.
근데 인도 다 드링 암소 때 아니 라냥 소퉁기 다 타마다 죽용어와 아니 나 디데스 에네 특제디 슈아 인스.
And today is also the final day of our this Shri Heruka Chakrasamvara ritual and the teaching on 37 practices of Bodhisattva composed by Geshe Tome Sangpo. So we are going to today talk on the last and the final stanza about conclusion of the final conclusion dedication.
다디 컨테스트 쇼베이나 아니 텔레 중에 개별 도와 군 전담 군소 전주 선조기 세단시베 탈라 미네베 제레 승근 대단 송바르 쇼스 데데 송요레스타 타마디.
So the final conclusion dedication of the Geshe Tongme Sangpo, if I read the one stanzas with the 4 line, it goes like, through the virtue, this may all living beings gain the ultimate and conventional altruistic invention and thereby become like the protector or the bodhisattva Cheresic, who dwells in neither extreme, not in the world, nor in peace. So this is the one stanza, the final conclusion dedication stanza that he stated in his text, the 37 practices of bodhisattvas.
다디가 전다를 가지고의 수비나 아니 단대 셰 심베 다 땡주 좀베 겨와 어느 뭐야데 다 셰 심베 아니 땡주 좀베 아니 땡주 좀바 달라 땡네 중에 아니 겨와디기 당와 가르는 거라서는 대례 중에 개베 도와 군스 전당 군조 전주 섬조 기스 땡주 좀바를 준비 개베 도와 섬제 탐제기 귤야스 동유도베 아니 셔럽 단단의 전주기 섬 대당스 닝지 현대의 미베 어느 군족의 전주기 섬조 니부테스.
So what he is really saying in this final conclusion dedication, one stanza, the first 2 lines, it says that through the virtue this may all living beings. So by composing this text, the 37 practices of Bodhisattva, whatever virtue that he accumulated, so I would like to dedicate this to the all living beings, means all the sentient beings, and gain, for what purpose? To gain the ultimate and the conventional altruistic invention, means that may they have the ultimate and the conventional altruistic invention means
Intention.
invention. So what it is really saying here is ultimate altruistic invention means it's saying the realizing the wisdom of emptiness. So like that you can able to have the wisdom that all phenomena, every phenomena is empty of intrinsic existence or empty of inherent existence or empty of ultimate existence or empty of selflessness. So that's kind of like a wisdom, and the method is the conventional altruistic invention is like the aspiration to achieve the mind of bodhicitta, or the great compassionate mind. So this kind of like a dedication that he did in these first two lines. Yes.
no de de yin da ni ba de si dan xie ta la mi ne be jie de sen gen de dang cong ba de xiao se ya da ani dong yu do be tuan dang be chen ju ge sem de ani si ba ko le zhou wa ta ani ning ji chang be chen ju ge sem gong zou chen ju ge sem de ani xi wa le zhou wa ani bi dong yu do be xie de jiu ani si de le zhou wa si ba ko le zhou wa da ani chen ju ge sem 닝지 탐베 천주의 쌤디 아니 시베타나 미네바 천주 첨보 어느 조베 산제기 고방원도 제데스 송요레스.
So the third line, and thereby become like and thereby become like and it's a thereby become like Bodhisattva Charisik, who dwells in neither extreme, not in the world and nor the peace. What is saying that with the wisdom, altruistic invention, he can able to overcome from that samsara or the cyclic existence, and with that conventional altruistic invention, he can have the two peace that Charisik is neither into that two things, because he who is dwells into neither into an extreme, not in the world, nor in a peace. So that kind of like a mind can able to have within our practices, within our daily life, and within our dedication and aspiration. So with that prayers and dedication, he did the final conclusion one.
어디 타마지 제레 생근 대당 총바르 쇼스다 코와 치시기 바도 둘다도 선쟁기 되 머식 제베 아니 파바 제레스 대당 총바암 아니 대당 냠바르 쇼스 안 디르기다 주기 개베 아는 와디 제베레스 제레 생근 대당 총바르 쇼스 와디레스.
So the final, he said, like the Charisik, the Bodhisattva Charisik, how he is dwelt into a neither extreme into the world or nor in the peace. So he sacrificed his attainment of fully enlightenment to the all those sentient beings, to serve them, to benefit them. And also he don't also have the true peace or the nirvana that he have to, and that he can able to achieve, but he sacrificed that also to have benefit, to serve the sentient beings with a full compassion nature. So like the Charisik, may we all have that kind of like a strength, that kind of like a mind, that kind of like aspiration. So this is the final conclusion, dedication that he did.
오다 디기 주기 아니 다 차상 주버레스 다 되네 아니 제레 생군데다 총벌 쇼스다 파과 제레스 세디 컨디지레스 디직 슈베이너스 상면 캔데 징그러 봐 이는야 파과 제레스디 아니 산게 탐제기 닝지 전부 학별 하이 아니 야 나바 샤데기 산게 탐제기 닝지 릉수 아니 비게 학별 하르 샤와디 파과 제레스레스.
So now you may have know that who is Charisik, but if you don't, we're going to highlight or talk more about the Bodhisattva Charisik. Bodhisattva Charisik is the one that is the embodiment of all Buddha's compassion nature.
근데 인도 담바다 제레스기 배 루규 쉬베나 파파 제레스기 아니베 샘제 탐제 산제 예살이야 마고 파도 아니 가 산제기 메스 디디스는 가베 샘제게 트렌션에 어느 산제 탐제 사마야보도 아니 가 산제 코바 도구 메스 디디스베 아니 전주조도 투게반에 손데 아니 야와여바메 군들 탐제된데 제버레스 야와여바메 군들라.
So the Bodhisattva Charisik is the one that who did the aspiration that once all the sentient beings become Buddha or the enlightenment, until that time I will not going to achieve. I'm not going to aspiration that he did to the Buddha Amitabha. So this is who we call the Charisik. Why he is embodiment of all Buddha's compassion nature is the aspiration that he generated towards the Buddha Amitabha, that all those sentient beings, until they become enlightenment, I will serve them, I will benefit them, or I will be the for all those sentient beings.
근데 인도 담바 아니 파파 제레스기 다 샘제게 퇴용모스 제인도 샘제 탐제게全제하고 샘제 지게全제하래 아니 당에 시부도스 근데 그 당에 탐제데 폐지 탐제도 두서 말을 삼 아니 배 투려야 시부지기 아니 고나베 심슈르 차바나네 안다 내 아니 배 탐제도 두서 말을 내 고도 배 차바 동네 개발다 내 라바다야 차바 동네 개도야 아니 근데 아니 배 공부 시유도 좀 아니 고나게 비게지 우드도 배 차바 동네 개송을 했어 다음에 동네 몇岁네 샘쟁 동네 몇岁네 당에 샘쟁 퇴치할 배 디기즈지 샘쟁 탐제가 퇴치할 각오를 해서 공유도 아니人다 녀바담바로 챘는데 우 차바동도 개 차 차바동도 개 이래 중을 했어.
So when he first he did the aspiration, the commitment to the Buddha Amitabha, when he actually on ground, when he was in practice, or once he's in work, what happened is all those sentient beings, to guide them to attainment of fully enlightenment is such a hard work. Even in one sentient being to lead them to the Buddhahood, it's really, really hard. So that's why he have a doubt in his mind. Can I really do that? Or can I have such a potential to do that or not? So that's kind of like there is a downfall, kind of like a doubt of his commitment that he did it. So at that spot, because of the sufferings, because of the problem that all the sentient beings are experiencing in their life, the Chenrezig could not bear that, and his head, his arms, been break down to thousands. So at that time, the Buddha Amitabha, he especially empowered him to all those heads, to all those arms, that to have a more strength, more kind of courage to benefit all those sentient beings.
근데 인도 zamane yawa yoba mege ani chorang samchen ke twen chabala sum shago mares ani dindes chen ani yawa yoba mege udong do ube dong do ba kheba de udong udong ya chingjil cha dong do ba khe do ya de cha dong do chingjil ani jeresi cha dong jen dong sanda ngazu kunde jeya de ani on dindes chen chungwa res riki dago ta korang ge yeng su do ani yawa yoba mege riki daga ani chara ani dindes sum shu ma chas de samchen twen mudu ni dindes na go res chen unyu na ani
So, once his body, the arms and the eyes and the heads broke down into thousands of different parts, especially the Buddha Amitabha, he empowered all those parts of his body, that empowering as a serve to all those sentient beings. And also he said to the Chenrezig that, dear noble son, don't be disappointed. And he empowered all those arms and the eyes and the heads as a nature to serve all those sentient beings from the varieties, from the different ways. And these days, you know that we have a Chenrezig with 1,000 arms and eyes. So we call Chenrezig with 1,000 arms and eyes. How it really it became, it's like that.
toda dinde yimba yindu da dinde jeres ngunte dang chongbar shos da jeres gu lu gyu shun dordu shun dinde jeres dinde yindu da jeres gu zhewe twen chabala ya ani gebyu chu jinge lumbu chu jinge do semje tadan tege ani bege twen chabala tadan te zhube dora samye me gebu joro bas an dora mi shu seche ba di na la sha shen ani jeres gyalong ga namba chen pebe di ani konse jang yawa tamje kyamba on di chag yores.
So now this is the how this is about the Bodhisattva Chenrezig and his story, how he become 1,000 arms and 1,000 eyes with the empowering of the Buddha Amitabha. So he served to the sentient being in a many different forms, like a king forms, like a master forms, like many different forms. But in this 21st century, he's serving us as a ordained monk form, which is His Holiness 14 Dalai Lama, that he is serving us to all the sentient beings with the form of ordained monk.
Dinde yindu zamba da tedan jawa yube chane ani tante jeje da jawa yube chane ngazu da khonse 양공 좀 지기 군들이야 안에 라량 소도면 가정 망고 쉬용스 근데 이다 건설 쪽에 라량 소도면 투비도 잡아네 건설 쪽에 근데 깔로 근데 인구시 능거래서 대다 냠낸다 되네 근데 나랑게 간텐 전주주 요바 뒤주고 있어
so
깔로
he personally received this teaching from his Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, and many times. So every time when he received this teaching, at the end or in the final teaching, that he every time he gives this same teaching. So as a lineage teaching of that, I would like to share with you also.
Today you do something. Also, choke any. Today, some girls say, "Nisha chukchi any jolam kombe kapsos." Rangi jolam kombe kapsos. Lanlen sutuma dine shebe labja. The su lentuba chetuya de dance. Hagbar doya so like genyen be parjeda ganye. Ani be dide genyen yombe gablia. Ani becha lanlen sutume becha de lobada. Ani telaya tato chevina. Then ani similar ya shidu shartoyaji yunguris chenakanago years.
So, His Holiness Foreign Dalai Lama, at the final day of when he gave teaching of the 37 practices of Bodhisattva, what he always says us is, in your daily life, if you have a problem, if you have some unsatisfaction, if you have some mental challenging, if you practice that as it is mentioned in 37 practices of Bodhisattvas by the Geshe Tongme Sampo, and if you can read and contemplate and meditate on it, it will definitely help you over and support you to overcome from all those negativities, obscurations, or defilements, and have more happiness or the causes of happiness. So every time when he gives teaching of the 37 practices of Bodhisattva by the Geshe Tongme Sampo, at the end, he gives this teaching to us. So today, I would like to share with you that if you have some kind of like a problems, some kind of like a mental challenging, or any kind of negativities that you may possess, if you listen, contemplate, and meditate on the text, 37 practices of Bodhisattva composed by Geshe Tongme Sampo, this will really help you to overcome from that.
Today, so that send the Hidu down, Huluji, Yovina, and Lula Nathan Yovada, and Lobjon Chiyaji in the Ya, Lobjon Chialaya, and Yarunguris, on the Suguyus.
And also, he advised us that it will make your mind more calm and peaceful. So, once your mind is calm and more peaceful, every kind of like approaches, every kind of your action that you want to engage on, there is more advantages to be fulfilled in that.
Techunga Yimbayina, and also Mezikibada, Tobo Tomo Mawada, and be Didegita. Yuguris, Tenda Sonzan, Tine Shebe, and a Churki Pigeta, Labja, Lana Sutun Dicam Shebe, Chunju Semga Labja Di, and a bit Serap Chimanam so and a big Pemba Mase, Tedilia, and a bit Mezik Kibu, and a big Gerusu Sug, and a bit Kibuda, Miss Angushi, Yuguris.
So, once you can accomplish every approaches of your life, so with that accomplishment, you have more friends, you have more resources, you have more goods. All those will be prosperities to you. And also he said that this text is not only benefit us to the next birth or the next rebirth, but also in this life. it's not only about your next birth of any human or whatever, this will lead you to the fortunate rebirth, and also in this life, whatever you need to accomplish to have a better life, all this will, gain by practicing this text, the 37 practices of Bodhisattvas.
Tende yimba yinzang ani mi ger de ge ji sangbo da digi tenpa ju chungna kimsang ya ani ranshen ki digi tenpa ju yungu yo res. Tenda song zangwen ne thane ki da bige dine shebe ani chamze ki da kimsang ya ranshen ki bige digi tenpa yungu yinda chamze tenpe kimsang jingne ju ne ja ne dong chen ani bige ji ya pei che ani chön yong ne ani bige jizo kona chamze jizo ji yong tu gu res.
So this text also talks about how the genuine to spread the message of loving kindness. So if you practice the loving kindness within yourself, this with that energy, it spreads to your family. Your family become more peaceful and more happy, and through that it spreads to your neighbor and all those in your surroundings, and to your societies, communities, and the countries. So how, if you have the practice of loving kindness, the message and the energy of that can spread to the world, and people become more peaceful, more calm, and more happiness in their life.
Dinde ji ji chamze dembe dinde ji zo chuma yena ane togo yo la soba dinde bige ji thajigu yene mene ane khachidar ya ane phama ki ba bugu ki ba ane thobu thomu ki ba nye nidu ki ba diji dembe ane bige ji 상말로 디지 nga 대바지 아니 용거레스 어다 다다 디네 셰베 랍제 디게 베 소소 냠레 야고 치토나 아니 다데게 다 갈로 남바나시 아니 비게 또고라 소바도 시비치 타지고 연에 매네 파마 부구 도부 도모녜니도 상마 디지 대뱅안에 아니 메시지 부치다 안 쳇치모데야 단단 대바지 랍제 인부르 딘데 용거레스 가는 거요 디원 딘데 아니 타메 지 투르 샤토나 야부두스.
So, and also he advised us that what condition you are living in your life. Either you are having poor or rich, whatever it is. If you practice the loving kindness, this will not differentiate whether what condition you are having. This will arise the happiness in any condition to you, to your neighbors, to your families, to your close one, to your neighbors, to your surroundings. This does not distinguish whether you are rich or poor. It makes you more calm, more peaceful, more happiness in any different conditions, whatever you are living. So you have more enjoyment, or you will rejoice your life. So that's how by His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama he advised while he gave at the final day of teaching of the 37 practices of Bodhisattvas.
나 가서 데려 송상다 가서 가시 아니 사가다에 그게 야와 직전에 야와 붐 유리하겠다 배 투진 개발했지 사가다와 되게 나라야 아니 나랑도거다 좀 된데 배 콜로 대초기 아는 도중기 경고단 제네 아니 가라도 초가다 아니 데려야 저기 도중기 경고상 닌데 가도 냠슈 체베 아니 그게 개베자와 지어로 왔어.
So today is the full moon day of the Vesak month, the Buddha month. So we believe that if you accumulate merit in this day, today, it will transform into 100,000 merits. So, the merits that we have accumulated by doing the ritual and the sand mandala construction of Shri Heruka Chakrasamvara, all those merits today we would like to dedicate.
근데 이도다 이담 대야 아니 배 이담 셴레 개발도 파바 대초디 투주 가수 반닝을 로와 투주 가수 봐 닝메급려야 아니 이담디 철럽게 상가 쳐로 줘야 개주주 송구 요레스 안 디기 당아 동아 된 디레 임베 인자다 이담 될래 아니 소와다 봉고도 담에 토네 아니 마란도 개베 자와디 아니 로와 섬전 탐제 아니 벨란네 봐 청주 전부 산제 기사로 또 토비아 치도 아니 뭐와지 나투베 아니 뭐란네 매 저거 요레스 디나려야다 투주 디나 랑게 춘중고도 제자야 라마나 구즈된 바다 로와 섬전 탐제 아니 비게 란네 매 청주 전부 산제 토베 치도 아니 내 계획 자와 등을 샤비인스 근데 제비는 뭐와 때 다들 라는 소중히 끝내 샤베는 신경은 뭐와 차우요레스 전주선 병어와 온디나로 지스 찰렌을 켜버지.
So we would like to dedicate all those merits, all those virtues that we accumulated in this session, that may all those sentient beings can achieve the Buddhahood and overcome from the sufferings and the causes of sufferings. May all those sentient beings have that. So with this kind of aspiration, we would like to stop here. And also, if we highlight the Shri Heruka Chakrasamvara, he is a meditational deity that in this degeneration day times, he has a fully potential to lift us to the fortunate, to the virtuous, to the empowering. So with that intention, with that aspiration, we would like to stop here. Thank you very much.
아니 되네다 신도 두배 생이네 아니 유 탐제 예보 배 상원 두배 아니 도중기 경고단 되네 아니 가라도 상원 두배 아니 다기 되야다 아니 되려 몰럼 전에 디데기 데림디 아니 신도 두배 생이네 아니 두된 개베이스.
So from the 2nd July, June, 2nd June, we were going to start the ritual prayers and the sand mandala construction of the meditational deity Goya Samaja, who is the king of all those tantric traditions or the practices. So that's an announcement that we would like to share with you. Thank you very much.
Dissolution, when I mentioned the dissolution is when?
Nipa tempo nini nipe zo chashin chawa namja bongwa la gezo tata drupa chepa la tato pata tempa chikil chebe mingwa dungi kungi bo yite miro sibe pinto ki nime rine talwe tewa la tenye shimpo jewa chingin nanda samba diye chamba ye tenda shishin paye chimpo ye tembe zawa soso tapa la drupa nimo jewa chingin kanye siso lungwa jishin do manjo jowa kunyan tedawa tongen jowa jebe kuki chanjo simjo jowa jingin lo senza ke yang suje namso la mwa nena chanjo mejo mewa tongen kese tumba ye tumba tumbo jowa jingin lo obe yula yewa shi je je yang da ten la zishin jowa ye shinye la do sundo jebe la yudo yula kewa jingin Temo lanja nedo juba na temo kingi chunjo doje te kesan kiwe jumo kamba Kela nedo juba jingelo tenze mojo nanye jube shen namda tanze toba sunwa Juba mibe nyeba nidyo ne soda dede sunwa jingelo Tene jude nyebo tenye ke nena jishen tone zunwa Tuje nejo chole miye wa tabe sushen juba jingelo Tenda lansa tebe shinye dan sushen jube chona shate Chidana ge pardo chebe zo nyewa shiwa jingye nando se kewa kudo yaka lama da jime chige pela nondi Sada lange yende razo ne doje change goba nyuto shon Lido shige meto dige kunjo ma sige nambo dago jime go shage ge bo de la chetselo Kange kambo chanjo tuje ne sona yishe zonye dozo Nede zewa kyanche gowa ye kunjo ke la telo chobo Manam duze duwe duze ne pale pame lanche tashi ne Ila sine mamo yudu me kuzo shuba de la chobo Dawa chugo shashe sebo ne shashe mime chudo kambe Sanda kyanche kitu chucho ne chancho riso kinche chachelo Shuno to temi singe te mama nanda re duze de Kewa chabo chisa sache mente la me waze la chachelo Chide chida temba chawada Kana mato poche zumo ye koda nende tala kewa Kese kewa jala chachelo Koye chawa nipo mesene Kene chunde kala shine vyam Chule nanda chudo nile Nazo chunwa jala chachelo Chumbe chancho chuba kone kya Nera zane tamdo lodo Kawa chige kundu tache me Samye chuni jima chachelo Soma mene meka tuye je Makata ye chancho shimdo zu kido miyo Kanjo zombo zeba chachelo Tuje jola nyudo sinenge Warana se naso nejoso Chuje kuro kune dejana Keba sona kete chachelo Shinge kuwa nyemba chachele Mute keba tuto pejisu Mungu jige yudo dina Tewa yule keba chachelo Siva suna sine yudenge Nejo yuba chuje chibu de Mani dowa kugera jede Keba keba zela chachelo Wajena chaba gube de Tanjo chunge sache tamaru Chime tuje tabu kushene Yange kawa zela chachelo Yanga nido jiba nisete Mao sunche suna sojeje Enye tene nise mande me Luke chache zela chachelo Tida tembe tabu chunge Tembe chula sotante bayi Gere towa kunge jaba Ya kishe nege zela zumba Tishe sheba kibo chida Koda kuse chida chida Nige chinjo sambo chida Watida kuna taso juwa Chila teje sowa tabe Tena so kando nire sajo Nede ulbo tate shiwa da chida Kashi pewa cheto se Tema nide kanzo chida Da tema niye shido zewa Nide kuno shido Tema ye tema yuri nire tashi Göden lo etalo da ne jazo che Teva somo kanche ta Nejo sama kanjo ma Pao pamo wala mo chancho senpa tani che Keba tuya lobe la Tato jaso chiwa ye Senje kunge tenge che Tani Heruka yun Senye tamche Heruke Koba chola kowa Göden la tato tani jaso che Keba sumbo tamche la Nejo sama kanjo ma Pao pamo wala mo chancho senpa tani che Keba tuya lobe la Tato jaso chiwa ye Senje kunge tenge che Tani Heruka yun Senje tamche Heruke Koba chola kowa 云的啦，大多家呢叫做这，天把苏波当这啦，这就上了看中。宝把毛忘了毛，长久三把大年节，天把这样了别了，大多叫做这话。心结跟结对结结，大年一路把就呢，心结他们这一路给，我帮着了我把哎给。我这个马上也在也经过今天的我这个我走，在那把这了红叶子。对待于世界，对你这，对用所就把那所见什么，刚刚谢谢常年都见长直播这把天天一路也说，用多这年嘛刚刚谢谢常年的直播当这把这边去，你看他大人不切，也拿左边这把你给就我这把啊，昨天我的于世界，让给一些把钱让让我帮我，你说别把就。哎呀，都给我的些这边，我给他让见到，这些是我看见的，我把我不都是。切说我这边的那你一些给的最刚也不把他们，我说我他阿别给他的什么呀些的啊，我写完不一些给的最刚，就也那么去走的那把有时就把人民给别我给这不管他也得我也一些也别我也不啊就现在都这什么当真世界当这给这当这娘家当这家也到我这都是写说。我这边不给俺这个讲这把那个世界，世界他这个弟弟讲，感觉世界那你别去把别，但那你不是给别那这里那个的，我见我讲这把弟弟，弟弟这个有这个，就咱那把，俺给成功的兄弟，就他这一些个对这个啊，我送给弟弟他这三件大话哟。Benzer Heruka Chakrasamvara Heruka Chakrasamvara Heruka Heruka Chani Dojina Jebote Jangi Juma Yundo Jema Chani Dikuda Hemate Begura She Heruka on repetitive Messipada de Hon, on Chawana Bajibish Hon, on the Latani Palivision Hon, on the Russian Buddha Karanze Hon, on Taki Papa Nasatsibache Hon, on Kujetka Kedatela de Hon, on Jumde Madoje Pamola Shartse Hon, on Pamari Wonju Kansu Game Hon, on Jube Java Doje Chebe Hon, on Doje Dijishi Game the one Jin Hon, on Tomotame Sugi Tama Kebaze Hon, on the Nagaje Game Chule Hon, on Muje Muje Gulin Nabage Hon, on Doje Pamo Juje Malade Hon. With Jawa, is a combo the Nima Chaton, the Namakuta, Chalo, Jaja Seba, Heruka Chakrasamvara, Amot Madam Jetsema, the Jesuya Chodo Sema, the body like Gaden, Hamona, Tata, Jesus, and Bedru, Semje can get the gate, Hani, Heruka Juni, Semje, Hamje, Heruka, Boba, Chola, Goba, Yawa, Joseph, Saman, Kese, Tage, Melan, Sugar, you will be not with all Juju, you go to Bonaya, the jet, the Nigga, Chichi, not Jemala, the Jejuana, Yava Sushi, Rato, to Major, the jet, I get the name, the job. Yadama Jetta, Juata, Tirel, Zota, Chichi, the Moto can get to Nessa, Shineta, but to Jempa. Yawa, the Metambala, you want the judge, Chivian, Chivian, Nagino, Yeta, the Lord, Chango, the Brasamba, Yava, the boat, Yede Yanda, the Message, Kova, Chushini, Nevala, Tano, Tani, Yede, Junjo, to get Master, Semi, Chanjo, Samba, Junjo, Jubel, Neval, the Zone, Chanjo, Washington, Johajo, the Molan, Nedo, Jumana, Washi, Pure, Pushe, Drinking, Jama, Jubel, Jama, Nampati, the Jedin, Gula, Washo, the Yellow Massage, Chansen, Power, Kando, Pando, Lesha, Tinkin, so walking, Tanjo, Compatition, Shuwato, Tenetera, Gundol, Habela, Jesus, Sone, Tingel, Sorry, young Soke, Amena, Jema, give it, Eugene, Jola, Nera, Kana, Haye, Polo, Jawani, the Lord, the Wake, Wajo, Kuzo, Java, Heruka, Kuzo, to get Tajana, Tigel, Begana, Tobada, Najesana, Sonia, Tobajo, Tigel, the Seniors of the water, Sotawa, Yasa, Sonia, Jijak, Kamada, Yuso, Juba, Heroka, Tigo, so that Shawa, Jugo, Bardo, Yawa, Jugo, Kevin, and Gilio, Shineko, the Shinjuba, the Heroka, the Juju, Alane, don't limit, the Juju, the Noto, the Nawa, Kamani, the Vaso, the Maja, Kachaye, Papa, Juba, to the Deva, and then Jake, Heroka, Kimo, Toma, Kevetuzo. And washing the Jacob, the dead to make you want it to make you want to go away, Heruka, China, the gate, you go to the Mubera, and Hawaii, China, you go to Nakaji, one more get the Joe, one end of us, you say you the power of Mona, go get the night, you Cheke, Rama, the Cheke, Hana, you get Layaguna. You get to that, some bits I did, you get to the Juba. I get you to your young Kumbala, China, the Pins on your shirt. Don't get your virgin, I get what you give it, so I use on me, but then follow the beds I use it, go to you by Emma. She did you out in there, I said, and why she made you more of it, so then they don't you go to jail, to me, she don't to me, Giovanna, the jack you get to go to it, if I had the one you don't know what you do, follow you so you don't get in there, get there, but you did and I never were you, don't not give you to never be better, you will put on your one, you don't make a shake your water, you don't get on your baby, I can't get both of just together, you did a million, the way you get together, you get to take again, you said, I'm taking bottom. 가게 차려 원고 시신도 세상 유생 아예 더와대 윤년 저 예시 선배 샤라 방로 준비 가게 늦어 되고 그도 상대 조티제 림배 주세 저바조 상계 미자 유세 장제대 행계 대제 돈이 다도나 내가 냥발 주대 경마다 나발 주대 간산이 주고 주당 초로 이보 지신도 야와 신고를 바셔 주대 수제 남바도 배 바자 용조 장바도 남배 바자 르바디 베예 주저시도 달라냐시 주저담에 금에 내줘 요마담에 내제 접어줘 윤내윤내 야야스세 그도 주가 되게 제게 원도 저저만데 도제자 그게 주도 준도 주바서 마보들에 내제 되니게 야야들에 되게 제게 도저다보 되게 제게 주베 바자만에 접어줘 무슨 주베 제게도 많아 제제 주제 여용 호되게 요지게 되게 버릇 농사님의 마보 그거저 내내 집에 비세스 집에 남조 집에 비세스 나가 집에 소치니 사모남게 녀도 다제죠 내저 원조 집에 규제고 대제시도 집어냐 바데 체제기 집한테 주무소 나야미노 린도 내교제 체제 돌아 도메도 되고 잠내내 저 니쇼 자시에 바와 내저 많이 고제 여와 매와 나도 로지쇼 아이가 되면 저라 가리지면 원해주는데 고소들이 몰로도 세계는 그래서 성령 거절나 반대만에 가되는 거짓말에 이신로부터 보시겠어요 반대하기 싫어서 여하튼 무슨 꿈에 대해서 사랑이 믿기모니 가와주는 들려주면 봐 아대시겠으기도 내 것이라 저라 자주로 자가시면 이담이 위에 그려주면 이게 나중에 그녀를 되니 배우는 걸좀 봤으면 바로 되시라 저라 자주로 그려주면 이게 저래는 배를 배워줘서 매생겨로 되시라 제가 서야 되는 뜻과 되시라 저라 여지면 동원을 잡에 집에서 답에 동하지 angere 배주는 그만에 가만히 또 그제만 되시라 저라 자주로 그려주면 소만에 가지에 로메다바라 그래서의 베라세 되시라 담에지에 나와지 되시라 저라 자주로 그러나 그것을 하시라 그것을 쓰게 받들네 그모가지 미시나 주저 봐봐 되시라 저라 자주로 그래 주메기 계획적인 그만한 뜻에 시바마에 쓰게 다양게 shlamaya wasotrase paru deshara chala chasara zengi roji tubete mashude kite pal ajijide kite shivene biyon wotala kujache nime kite tubete pala teba yidolo biyon suse kite chide kime wose pa kune namse kela chasara kali yasoma mechepa yaga yidlo shide brune biyon kasande atamasune chala chasara sendire jide shidada tsune shila yutune be kulomena jide pa mesige kela chasara kajin samete beta sipa suge sangete bada gevelo te gevelo sawalo te shara shara chasara sege salata bade asana langa te Tene modelo te shara ke na te de na ma jiwe che te ma ge te dara de ne ni mo yele na ba ge wa cho che me o de ne te ye te ma na cha ba na ma ne ke dan ge wa ge shara do ba ne to la de ba cho ki ge ge te ye ha ba mi ba ta ge ju ne shara ba ya na do je na ji ge wa ji ge la do se ge wa ka ya ta la ma da te me ji ge la lo je je sa la rang ge de ra ne ji ge mo wa ni to so ne da te so ge wa ye te ne na te me ge wa ne me lu ja be je ba nya me la ma cho ge ta I'm Thank pendant dewa malu jungwene chere sewa tenzen yazo shabe sete wado tenyo ichi sabe gewa de pendant jowa kunla kampendan kewa jize losa jaba tembe nipo nendo seje sho
Kamachik tiruchi.